Hello everybody, back to another new video again. How you guys doing? Stork the Merb here. As you can see, I'm about to watch Brave Wilderness, one of my favorite YouTubers. One of my crazy YouTubers that explores around the damn world for mysterious, majestic, magnificent animals, and he's pretty much too crazy enough to get himself poisoned by a freaking insect or a wildlife animal, which is a freaking snake or whatever he put his life endangered through. Yeah, so with further ado, let's get to it. It's like a freaking action sea movie. The sea life of battling each other. That's what the music represents.
The Pacific Ocean is home to thousands of animals, many of which none of us will
Fishes
actually
in the
ever
war
encounter in
fighting.
the wild.
Battling each other.
So in order to see the wonderful world of ocean creatures that is out there, we as humans need to go beyond the tide and actually beneath the surface to get up close and personal. Today we will be diving off the coast of Kauai, one of the most iconic
I like to do random
landmasses
videos
in the
like
Hawaiian
this. It
island
doesn't
chain.
even make it cringy, so don't
I got some
say
news for you,
anything.
Mark. What's that?
If you don't like my
I saw
vids,
some
well then
frogfish
don't send
yesterday. What? And you didn't tell me?
freaking
Well, we have the
message.
crown of thorns already, and I
Don't
didn't want
watch
to
my
stop what we were
vids.
doing, but
Don't
I think we
subscribe
can catch one.
if you don't have
Oh,
interest in my
that's a fish.
videos.
Well, they're very lumbering. They're what I would consider a lumbering
Coyote
fish species. And I think
Peterson.
if we use that same bucket that we had in the Crown of
It's
Thorns
easy to
episode,
remember his name.
we put it in front of it and gently coax it into the bucket. We can get up on shore,
The first
place
time
it
I
in an aquarium, and
watched
get up
him,
close
it
with
was
the
very
cameras.
easy to
What do you think?
recognize his
Hey,
name.
if it
Memorize
involves
it.
frogfish, I'm in. Let's do it.
Dude, we're catching frogfish.
All right.
All right, let's go. In our previous dives at this location, we witnessed an incredibly biodiverse ecosystem where we encountered everything
Oh
from sea
God, don't
cucumbers
get eaten
to
by
sea turtles.
Giant male saw the male and the female right next to each other.
The turtle doesn't want to freaking look at the camera. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna whack you
Our
with my
target
fins.
species today will be the frogfish, a bizarre-looking alien-like creature
That
that
fish
is
looks
known
like
for
it's
being a
dead.
master of camouflage. So
Oh
finding
God.
one, let alone safely catching it in a bucket, is going to be a serious
Okay,
challenge.
that kind of scared me for a few seconds.
Dive safety is
For a
imperative.
second.
So once again, we will be working alongside TDI experts
Look
Mike
at the
Hanna
dance.
and Brian
It
O'Hara.
looks like an eel or
With
whatever.
our regulators in
I thought it was
place,
an eel for
we
a sec.
deflated our BCDs and began our
Almost looked
descent
like a
down
snake.
toward the ocean floor. As you drop, the water embraces your body. And as you peer through your dive mask, the great blue world around you comes into focus.
Yeah, the blue underwater
Fish
world
school
of
by the
sea
thousands with all
life.
their brilliant colors and varying sizes. Spiny sea
Slamming,
urchins
slamming,
lace the
slamming.
rocks
Oh,
like
fuck.
underwater landmines, and if you are lucky, a giant green sea turtle may even flip her by to say hello.
Sea urchins.
Searching
They
for
want to
frogfish,
freaking poke your
however,
ass
is a
if you touch
completely
them.
different
Get the hell out of
challenge,
here, bitch. Get
as
the
their
hell out of my
obscure body
freaking home
shapes directly
terror.
mirror the surrounding rocks and coral structures, making them
home
almost
terri-
invisible to the eyes of
my
any
home
possible predator
territory.
or general admirer. With Mike and Brian leading us deeper into the unknown, we continued our search. My dive fins
Let me stop
gracefully
talking.
propelled me forward as I carefully scanned the environment.
Oh
And
God.
while the underwater world of the Pacific Ocean is beautiful, it's also disorienting.
Hallelujah.
In a way, it feels as if you were on a completely different planet, with its bizarre-looking plants and rocks. Even the coral, which is actually an animal, looks like something out of a science fiction novel. With the amazing scenery and plethora of animal life surrounding me, it wasn't difficult to get lost in the dreamlike trance that the ocean instills upon you. Then suddenly, I was shaken back into reality as Mike signaled that he had spotted our target, the one and only frogfish. I gently drifted into position as Mark readied the camera. We were going going to have one shot at this catch, because while these fish may appear slow and sluggish, they are capable of amazing bursts of speed and can disappear in the blink of an eye. With the mouth of the bucket open, I lightly tickled the fish's tail fin, coaxing it forward. Come on, so close! And then right before our very eyes, whoosh! The bizarre-looking creature swam right inside, and I closed the lid.
He's being sarcastic at the same time.
All right, we got one.
So seriously.
This was absolutely amazing. And just when we thought it couldn't get any better, Ryan located a second frogfish.
Here we go. We solved the puzzle.
Using
There
the
we
same
go.
method,
We
I
count
gently coaxed it
numbers.
into the other bucket.
We completed a damn freaking side quest. Where's our fucking reward? My freaking damn gun. I want to pull that freaking thing in my head. Kill me. I am annoyed already.
Looking for Alicia Del Valle? She's moved and has a new number.
Come on. I don't
Find
even
her on
freaking
Today
care. I
in
just
LA.
want to get with the video.
Alright guys, well, we have returned with not one, but two enormous frogfish. Wow, those buckets get heavy in a hurry. Jeez, that bucket's heavy. Look at that beast. He's huge. It is a giant frogfish. Frogfish number one, that's the first one caught. And that right there is the second one. It's a little bit smaller, but it's perfectly camouflaged like coral. Look at that. Wow, how cool is that? What a cool fish. Man. Whew, okay. Well, let's get these buckets up into a controlled situation and get both of the fish into an aquarium. Think better luck. Yeah, yes. Awesome. Wow, I hope you guys are ready for this. Here comes the frogfish. All right, I'm gonna very, very gently pick it up here. Very gentle. Wow, it's not slimy like a normal fish. It's actually very rough. Okay, I'm gonna gently set it into the aquarium. There you go, bubble air there.
That is so cool.
Sink down. There you go, buddy. Wow, have you ever seen a fish this bizarre? Now, Mark, I know this is your favorite fish species, so how excited are you right now?
I'm over the moon right now, man. Since I was a kid, I have been obsessed with frogfish. That is such a cool fish.
I love the eye. Zoom in on its eye. It's so angry looking. Oh my god.
Almost like a snapping turtle eye.
It does kind of look like a snapping turtle eye. This is just such a cool predator. And all those fins, all the different shapes. Now, the pelvic fins are used to keep it in position on a head of coral. However, they're also used, and this is where they get the name frogfish, they actually kind of walk or slowly hop along the ocean floor. And I love watching it use its pelvic fins there to move itself around the tank, and you can see that's how it balances itself. And what it's looking for right now is any sort of stronghold to just get itself locked in position.
Almost like it has hands.
The webbed fins almost kind of look like suction cups, the way that they grab onto things. And notice how distinct looking this fish is. It looks just like coral. That camouflage pattern allows it to stay hidden. Now, of course, that keeps it camouflaged from potential predators, but more importantly, its camouflage is what it relies on to be such an aggressive ambush predator. Now, this animal is a voracious carnivore, which means that they will eat anything that comes across their path. They're ambush hunters, right? So they'll sit there, lie in wait for an unsuspecting prey item to come across their mouth. In less than 6 milliseconds, it can gobble down anything that gets in front of it. Their mouths can actually open 12 times the size of what you see on the front of their face, and they can swallow food almost as large as they are. Now, if waiting for your food to come along doesn't work, they also have another tactic for catching a meal. They have 3 distinct spines on their dorsal ridge, and the one up front is actually used as a lure lure to draw in a fish or a small shrimp. Anything that comes in front of the animal is fair game. That lure itself looks like a small fish or a shrimp, and it allows other fish to think, ooh, this might be something for me to eat, when in turn, they become the ones that are eaten. Now, there are several different varieties of frogfish. This one is a painted frogfish, and the way that I know that is you can see what looks like eye spots on the fins there, right? See that on the back dorsal fin? Pretty cool looking, isn't it?
Whoa, what did I see on its fin there?
Where?
Oh, I see it's like an octopus jet behind its fin.
Yeah, you see that? That's located on the back of the pelvic fins there, and they can actually force water through those openings to give themselves a jet propulsion of speed if they need to quickly get away. Now, similar to a frog, you know, a frog jumps off an embankment into the water and goes doo-doo-doo and darts around to try to hide. This fish can also maneuver itself very quickly and then stop and be completely camouflaged, and oftentimes that will help it stay hidden from predators. Not only does that jet propulsion push it forward, but it also kicks up sand and sediment on the basin of the ocean, kind of throwing that into a potential predator's eyes.
Now, these aren't fast fish.
Not particularly fast. They can be fast in an instance if they need to be, but for the most part, I would consider them to be a lumbering fish species. They want to move more slowly than anything. And again, keep in mind, to be an ambush predator, slower movements mean a greater potential at catching food.
So it's safe to say this fish isn't trying to stand out.
No, this fish is trying to blend in at all costs. His entire life relies on being camouflaged.
I've always wondered, Coyote, like, tell me what the frogfish feels like, because I've only seen them in aquariums, and they kind of look like they would be velvety.
Velvety is a great way to put it, but a little rougher, like a very, very fine sandpaper. Almost the way that shark skin feels. They're not slimy at all like a normal fish. So if I gently pick it up, and I'm just going to do it for a very brief second, kind of show you its face here. I want to be as gentle as we can. See that? See that big mouth up front?
Look at that mug.
You see that position there where they just push the fins out to the side?
You profile for me?
Stay locked in place.
There you go. Oh!
There you go. Jet propulsion water coming out. And back under. There we go, buddy. There you go. We want to keep it in the water as much as we possibly can. This fish needs to stay hydrated, and obviously it's breathing through its gills. One thing you may notice is that this fish does not have any scales. That's what makes it very distinct amongst many other fish species. Now here's something that's really, really cool. This fish is capable of changing colors. It takes a couple of weeks, but if it moves from one environment to another under the water, let's say for a while it's on a coral reef, and then it goes down into a sandy area with some small rocks, in a matter of time, about 2 weeks, they can actually change the color pigmentation of their skin to perfectly camouflage into their new environment.
Really?
Yep.
So these come in a variety of colors.
They pretty much cover the entire spectrum of colors, and it's all based on the environment that they live in.
Very cool.
Talk about a perfectly adapted creature. All right, so what I want to do now, because this frogfish is amazing, believe it or not, we caught a more bizarre looking and even bigger frogfish. Are you guys ready to see that?
I think we're ready.
All right, let's get this one back into the bucket and bring in the giant.
Wait, before we put this one away, can we name it? Can we give it a name?
Sure. How about Freddy? Freddy the frogfish.
All right, I like it.
All right.
All right, Freddy.
All right, Freddy, you want to get you back in your bucket, okay? All right, I'm going to bring the giant out. Wait until you guys see how bizarre and distinct looking this frogfish is. Now, this is the Commerson's frogfish, also known as the giant frogfish.
Guys.
And we're only going to have a few minutes
I
to
was
film with it.
AFC for like
He's very
20 or
big.
30 seconds
All right,
because I was holding the phone.
Quickly put him into the tank. Ready? Look at that beast.
Now I'm going to shut my own tank.
Just let him sink down to the bottom. Now, the reason we really want to get this one up close from the cameras is look how much this animal looks like a head of coral. It even has little tubulars growing off of its skin. It's crazy. It's perfectly camouflaged. Almost impossible to see when this is beneath the ocean surface. Frogfish are incredibly difficult to identify. Now, the smaller one we had out, we do know was a painted frogfish. This one, based on its size, I'm guessing is a Commerson's, also known as the giant frogfish, but it does seem to have some distinct markings that make it look
like a painted frogfish, but you can tell from all the camouflage that's on its body, it looks nothing like the other one. I'd say that frogfish are one of the most difficult species to
Let's
properly
skip
identify.
it a little bit so that way I can have enough.
The way that they perfectly camouflage.
Is going to happen. Something going to happen next. Crap, it's frozen.
Fish back
No,
off
no,
into the
crash.
ocean.
I thought
I'm
it
Coyote
crashed for a
Peterson.
sec.
Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
With the sun sinking low on the horizon, we drop below the...
Okay, let's end it right here because I don't want to have difficulty uploading the video because I can only upload it for like 15 minutes. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.